I'm surprised you're not upset over the fact that Jonathan Taylor is the 4th highest rated running back in Madden this year.
Okay, let's dive into it. Who gives a fuck? This has been
Thank you.
AJ, this has been a problem for me. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. And the players.
It's not everywhere.
It is.
It is.
You're in a flooded town in South Carolina. You don't open your phone. You have no idea what's going on.
You gotta remove yourself then. If it
it's my
upsets
job.
you, gotta remove yourself.
On Twitter, it's everywhere.
It's literally it's everywhere because it's the only thing to talk about aside from the ESPYs and Sky beating the Storm yesterday in WNBA. Is baseball back?
It is back today.
Okay, so there's baseball games, but this Madden rating thing is perfectly timed drop by Madden. Really not much else going on in the world. And these welcome to the modern world. These younger athletes and younger guys in the NFL truly care because I think a lot more of them play than maybe in the past. There was always people that played games, always people that were video gamers, but I think now it's at like a 75, 80 to 85% range as opposed to in the past where maybe like 30 to 40% of the guys playing. Also, your clout with your friends and on the internet, when your score is a terrible score, you immediately see feedback from people calling you trash that you could fucking smoke. And it's just like a contract just got released where you see somebody else is getting paid more than you and you're better than them, you get pissed off. When you see a rating drop come and you know you're better than the person, you get pissed off. It's just like a whole different world now than it was maybe 10 years ago, but people are fucking not happy about it. And I don't know if Madden cares because they don't make the game better, right?
No, never.
They don't get the game better.
Nope.
It's kind of the same copy every single year, I think is what people say about the Madden. But some of their rating, I was one of the first people to tell them to fuck off because of how they had me rated. Because they had like me at a throw one, like maybe year 2 or year 3. I was not a good punter at the time, but they had like my throwing at like 12 or 13 or something. My speed was at like a 10. My strength was at like a 4. And I don't play video games. But
wait, out of what? 10 out of 100?
Yes.
99.
Yeah.
Your speed.
My speed was very low. Very, very, very.
So they didn't. So yeah, they just mailed it in. Did they not even watch anything or what?
Well, that's what I said. But then I have like a lot of friends that play fucking Madden, and I'm on the internet, and a lot of people play Madden, and these motherfuckers are just talking to me as if I'm a 12 speed having motherfucker. You know, like that is the Bible. Like this is how it is. So after the amount of heat that I got from friends and family with Madden rating, and then Madden was in the building, and they're like, "Hey, we got you guys." Copy of the game. Got you a picture of you in the game. I was like, hey, fuck off. How about that? How about I don't want to be in your game. I don't want to be in your game. Right directly to the people. They're like, why? I'm like, have you ever seen me throw a football? No. Have you ever seen me run? Have you ever seen me what are you guys just making up arbitrary scores just by what? And they're like, well, our adjudicators really take this job serious. We try to make it as mostly accurate as possible. I'm like, yeah, I know you guys are trying to say that, and you say that publicly to people. So all the people publicly are putting a lot of like respect in your judgments. So whenever you say, I'm an unathletic fucking slob, it's tough to go home and hang out with my friends. And
I get it. It's like, is it
still
similar?
haven't taken one since from them, or a bag. They had a backpack one time. I haven't taken it at all. I can't do it.
Is it similar, Pat, do you think, to when they pop up like the starting lineups for a Sunday night game and it shows their ranking on the PFF ranking? This guy's a 25 out of 150 ranked like offensive guards. Like that absolutely sticks in people are like, oh, this guy's terrible. I thought he was good. And the guy could be a superstar, but say there's a glitch and they mess up the graphic. Then there's many people that think this guy's garbage just because of that.
So, and not only just a glitch in the graphic, but what if the PFF ranking is not right because they don't know exactly what the scheme is that they're playing? Now, I'm not blaming them of that. That is an easy shot at the Pro Football Focus people. They watch more film and do more scouting, I think, than anybody else. So I don't want to bury them. I think they do have a purpose. But the overwhelming conversation from people that have played in the NFL about PFF is like, that motherfucker has no idea we're rolling coverage on this particular play. So although maybe in a standard cover 3 or cover 2, that quarter is mine, we weren't doing that this week because we had 2 D linemen hurt. We had this happening. And PFF could never know that, and they're still judging off of that. And I think there's a lot of NFL guys that hate it. So you're I bet you guys get fucking pissed when that thing is. Now,
because they get text.
Yeah.
They get texts from their parents, from their grandparents, from their buddies, their cousins that they haven't heard from. Like, hey man, what's going on with this? What, you're ranked. You're almost the last ranked guard at that in your position. Like, what are you doing out there, man?
Yeah, and I think that's what Madden does, just in a much more every single day.
We're talking about it. That's all that matters. We're talking about it.
Well, yeah. Well, we are a part of the problem.
Well, no.
Look at us.
They want.
How
They
about,
need bad scores.
how about a moment of silence for us not being a part of the problem? Because now we are a part of the problem.
There we go.
We never talked about anything that was a part of the problem. Ever. Here we are giving validation to people that aren't football people.
Is this a prayer?
Did you close your eyes and are you looking at God? Or
eulogy.
It sounds like a prayer, though.
It's a eulogy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a eulogy.
Doofus.
Son of a bitch.
Moment of silence.
You
I
made
was
that clear.
praying for
You made it clear
forgiveness.
early for that.
Every time. This is the first time we've done it. This is the first time we've ever done it.
You guys weren't praying?
I am.
I was kind of, every eulogy though, I do pray. I'm praying.
I was praying for forgiveness because we're now part of the problem.
I was not praying for victory because
God
God
willing,
willing we shall. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, we are part of the problem, though, expanding it. But it is a problem when Madden is given the power to put a number on every player in the NFL. I guess that's a part of the deal. We assume that they take that very seriously. And I know, like, Ocho has been a part of the helping, and they have done that whole thing. But there are some blatant, disrespectful numbers
It's a problem when
being put on
It's a
guys.
problem when Minka's not in the top 10 safeties. It's a problem when Naj is the 16th ranked fucking running back. It's a problem when Myles Garrett is rated way above the defensive player of the year who set the fucking sack record. It's a fucking problem.
The Madden ratings cause quite a conversation because there's nothing else to talk about, but you can see how humans would react whenever it's really the first time you're being judged directly against your peers and it's getting publicly stated to everybody. You know, that's a big deal.
I get it. It's annoying because what the player has to deal with from his outside people, his buddies, his friends, like the player knows,
Kids.
like, all right, man, well, good, whether they rank me good or bad, like whatever, but it's like, hey, your little turd buddy that you don't like is chirping at you.
Yep. Hour 3 on the other side of this 6-minute break. Got it. You nailed it. You did great. You could feel it.
I don't have a clock. I don't have
know.
a clock here. So.
You could feel it though.
Yeah,
I saw
body
it.
clock.
I was listening to your cadence.
I felt your posture.
Oh, I should have done. That's what I'll start doing, like a countdown with my body going for it. But yeah, the comments that I used to get from all my friends would love to run a fake, you know, but you literally can't run or throw. So sorry about it.
And AJ gets it because they were making him slow as dirt. He was horrendous in coverage. I used to have to bench his ass when I'd play. Say, hey, this guy's a liability on the field. I can't have him out there.
Yeah, as well. It doesn't help when D coordinator benches him whenever you're playing against Michael Vick.
Fucking
Exactly.
Eagles.
Some guy said that actually. Some guy at this place down here the other day. He's like, "Hey man, I thought they didn't give you enough credit in Madden." I was like, "All right, bud. I never knew my scores, but I appreciate you."
See, so I appreciate the fact that you were able to keep the news clippings out. But that is how people judge players. That's how Pro Bowl votes happen. Pro Bowl votes happen.
I get it. I think it's like anything else,
1000%.
though. You could be pissed off for 90 seconds and then move on with your day.
I think my speech to the Madden guy probably 90. I'm a little long-winded. Everybody knows that. 3.5-hour show every day. Probably 120 seconds or so. Just went through a couple different situations that I had received with my friends telling me how much of a slob and unathletic I was.
Come on.
You know? And then I should have brought in like evidence. Like, hey, here's me hang cleaning 345 pounds. Okay, is that strong or not? You tell how much can you? What's your score? Is your score above a 10? I assume. Okay, here's me throwing a ball 55 fucking 60 yards on a dot. Okay, is that normal or is that? Here's me fucking bait and tackle somebody on a sideline running a fucking 4.5. Is that better than a 12 speed? You fucking. Well, I wasn't the one that did the judgments. I will. I'm so sorry. I should have done that. That's how I felt though going in there. Vinatieri, I think, told me like, "Hey, the Madden people are in there," and I was like, "Oh, here we go."
Yes.
It kind of came out of nowhere. I'm like, "Well, I'm not just gonna let this thing. This ain't gonna." I was not. What's that?
But if you're yelling at that person, isn't that like yelling at if someone's flying Delta and they're yelling at the gate agent for the plane being delayed? Are you yelling at the wrong person?
Yeah. Well, I just hope that Delta is a much larger company than Madden is, and that motherfucker will actually relay the message to the sons of bitches that need to hear it. That's what I was
Wait,
thinking.
is that EA Sports?
Exactly. Now we know why.
Yeah, take it up with the Crown Prince.
Yeah. If you really want to change,
Tread lightly when you do, though.
unfortunately.
By the way, they upped my score. I was like the highest. I was like a 93 or 94 my last year, I think.
AJ Hawk was
played well.
94 in Madden 09.
Oh, he was 94. What was mine? Was I 91? Was I in the 90s? God, this is going to stink. You're going to be 1 point above me. This is going to be like Kyler's contract.
I do know your gold
You're
cards,
probably
both of you, for Ultimate Team are when it's like the Hall of Fame
You were a
version of it,
95.
you're like a 99.
I was at 95.
Look at you.
In 16. Is that the year that you retired?
Yeah. Yeah. They were, by the way, my relationship with them did grow mightily with Madden.
Hecker was 93. He was number 2.
Nice.
Wow.
Not 95, though.
Hacker's a good guy. I wish I had
We
that-
should argue about who deserves to have a 99. That's fun.
Well, that's the Myles Garrett, TJ Watt conversation.
That's right.
Yeah, they're releasing
So
the
wait,
99 club.
Miles is TJ doesn't have a 99?
No.
92 or something.
96, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
96.
3
sorry.
whole
Oh,
points.
Not 92.
Miles Garrett, 99, though.
How'd that happen? Just because,
Because he dunked a ball in a fucking preseason basketball game or something.
Sucks, huh?
That is true.
hey, I'm not saying Myles Garrett is not. He's a 99. TJ Watt, 99.1, 90. You know, like, that's why I can never do the job. And maybe we should pay them a little bit of respect over there in Madden.
If it helps, though, Cooper Kupp didn't even get a 99. You got 98.
Devontae, 99.
He's 99.
Cooper Kupp won the Triple Crown. I
They
mean,
won't give a hundo? What if somebody just shows up? And is Arch Manning the first hundo when he shows up?
I never do 100. It's up to 99. It's like the 99 club.
Yeah, I know. But like,
Someone will get 100.
They
Yeah,
can't,
that's-
they can't do it.
No, the only 100 rating ever in Madden was Devin Hester's speed in like Madden 08.
so there was a
But
100.
no, overall, sorry. Yeah.
Precedent.
Some of the strengths and speed and acceleration are high. Overall, they don't go there.
Tim Tebow, if he would have made squad, would have got a hundo.
Maybe. I think he was 100
100
in
in
the
leadership.
NCAA.
I think he was
faith.
100 in leadership, too.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to a break. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Would you be more upset, Pat, if they made you like a disgusting fat body on there?
Well, they did.
What do you-
Yeah, don't worry about
Yeah,
that.
they do that too.
NCAA, which I was. So, like, NCAA, they had me as an offensive lineman on that thing. 40 offensive lineman. They had a little respect for my power, I think, which I appreciate. The Madden one, though, they made me a slob, and that was terrible. Basically, Madden was like, why is this person on team? We don't know. And I was like that the first couple of years, so I can respect it. But I did get better, and my Madden score did reflect that. And that's kind of the thing, right? Like, as you get older, the ratings go on.
Oh, yeah.
People get very pissed off about it, though. And ultimately, in the end, doesn't matter.
Nope.
No,
You know, because believe it or not, your Madden sim is not going to tell the outcome of a game that's about to happen.
No, it's not.
That's right.
Because these are humans, not video game players. They're not just numbers. They are day-to-day emotions. They are soreness. They are humans, and they aren't always going to show up at 99. But their 87 is going to have to be fucking better than the person across from them.
There it is.
Well said.